مرحبا، أنا اليوم هنا في مبنى عمودية دافوس نتحدث عن السلام والمحبة والتسامح. تعالوا لأخذكم جولة في هذا المبنى الجميل. هنا قاعة العمودية، قاعة الاجتماعات الرسمية في بلدية دافوس. دافوس هذه المدينة الساحرة التي تجمع بين الجميع، من يحب المنتدى الاقتصادي ومن يحب السياحة ومن يحب الاستجمام. سابقا كانت هذه المدينة مقرا للراحة لأمراض السل. حينما كان يمرض المجتمع كان يأتي مريض السل لأنه كان يعتبر مرض دون شفاء، فكان الحل أن يأتي إلى دافوس. نحن هنا اليوم لنعمل نوعا آخر من الشفاء، شفاء القلوب، شفاء التسامح. دافوس ليست مدينة المنتدى الاقتصادي العالمي فقط، وإنما أيضا مدينة الحب والسلام التي تجمع الجميع بكافة أطيافهم، والجميع حر لممارسة ما يريد التعبير عنه. أهلا بكم في دافوس. وصلنا هنا إلى القاعة الأبرز، قاعة الاجتماعات الخاصة بمدينة دافوس التي موجودة هنا من عام 1564.
And what do we do? The first step really is that we come together, and we come together from many different places, across boundaries, across traditions, across generations, across many, many different things. And sometimes we don't know what to do, but we do know that we must look into the eyes of the other and see the mutual humanity of each person. So we've come together today just to do exactly that, to have a moment for ourselves, have a moment together to recognize the inherent worth and dignity of every person, and to find, again, that space within us where there's hope and that we can give.
What is inner peace for the people who are struggling now? It's always difficult, but with music, with art, with love, always you do the peace. I'm really appreciated what you do.
Thank you.
How we can make this more and more involve people together. It was not, sometimes people
Right.
doesn't say it's not possible, but you did it.
I think it is the seemingly impossible can be possible, and it starts with a choice. We each have a choice of who we are, what we choose, our reactions, but also our contributions to the world. And if we can contain our values, then we can move forward in a beautiful way. Our values of interconnectedness and love and peace.
On the other hand, we need to think of our human values, emotions, and empathy, and indeed of what gives us hope. Of course, we all hope for the end of wars or the mastering of the many challenges mentioned, but in our daily life, even small things can bring hope. And here I will be very personal. What gives me hope? I am the chairwoman of the Schwab Foundation for Social Entrepreneurship. And the social entrepreneurs are people who work on the ground for vulnerable and disadvantaged people.
Dear Preston, how are you doing?
I'm very well.
Yeah. When we talk about peace, what is peace?
Peace starts inside you.
Yeah. And how we can convince people in war zone to discover a way of peace? What is the process?
The first thing is wars never solve us problem.
Yeah.
You have to find a journey inside people's hearts. You need to celebrate culture. You need to celebrate history. And we believe that women are very important in that equation.
Exactly.
They're the agents of change.
Yes.
We feel that if you can people recognize that every intention creates a resonance. Therefore, why should you create a negative intention? We need to then move towards a space of loving kindness where we accept people for who they are or what we think they should be.
Exactly.
And again, conflict never solves anything.
That's where we find the peace. Inner peace starts from inside. And war always starts with greedy, with fighting, with everything. So inner peace is the solution.
Inner peace is the only solution. The rest are just fantasies. So you have all the money in the world and you have nothing.
Exactly.
If you have inner peace and you have your love in your heart, you have everything.
That's right.
So you start from that point, and then you start that everybody's perspective is right. It's just there are many perspectives. So it's only through sharing and collaboration that you find the middle ground.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
People often face greater challenges. They are often excluded from justice, also because they need to fight for their rights from a weak position, from outside the system, maybe from the streets. And in the end, their only chance is the help of those in charge. It is those who enjoy privilege and comfort who need to raise their voices.
Konnichiwa.
こんにちは。
Konnichiwa. Gozaimashita.
Nice to meet you.
Shoki. Mr.
Yes.
How to announce? Sensei. Shoki.
Shoki. Yeah.
Shoki.
You can call me
Yeah.
Shoki.
Shoki. So in Arabic, there was the famous poet Ahmad Shawqi. And they say he's the prince of the poetry.
Oh, so I'm honored to have the same name.
I'm really honored to meet you today. As you see, I always talk about culture of peace. How we can discover peace? What is peace? And many people try to find this answer through religion, through war, through activism. Everyone have his own concept of peace. What is peace?
What is peace? Of course, peace is the situation where no war exists, but it's in a sense, temporal peace. So, what is the ultimate peace? So, where does the ultimate peace come from? Is from our inner space, right? So,
We can create an inner peace.
yeah. So, as long as we have some, emotions against a particular people or a particular something. So even though at the moment there is no war, it's not an ultimate peace, right? So, but of course, as a human being, it is very, very difficult to overcome any kinds of negative emotion. So it arises naturally all times, right? So it's a process with no end,
Yeah.
right? So we need to continuously make an effort to clean the negative emotions when it arises.
So the war and the peace inside. If you have war inside, you will reflect war. If you have peace inside, you will reflect peace.
Yes, exactly. So that's why I often recommend people to practice cleaning in your everyday life. Thinking of cleaning your inner space by cleaning your outer space. Yeah.
But how they can clean, like if you live in a peace place, but if you are live in a war zone, or you see all these difficulties in TV, so imagine you live in it, like within the war. So how they can clean themselves, how can they practice themselves within this whole chaos around?
Yeah. So if you go to a temple in Japan, you will see.
You must invite me.
Yeah. So you'd see impeccably clean space in a traditional temples, but what is the mindset of the monks who clean those spaces? They look very perfectionist, but actually they are not perfectionist, far from perfectionist, because they understand there is no end in cleaning. Once you complete you think, oh, okay, so I completed cleaning, so the leaves come falling, right? So
That's why the concept, if that's the sand cleaning, and they made these spatial lines in the sand.
yes,
in,
yes,
in Japan.
yes.
That's
Yeah.
just the concept, yeah. And I see why he do it every day, and I got the answer from him. It's like it's
It's a process.
continuous process.
Right,
If you
right.
start to clean around you, you will be inner clean and outside clean.
Yes. So particularly in this busy world, people like us are obsessed with perfectionism and goal-oriented mindset. But from the Buddhist perspective, so everything is in the process, in transition, and everything is interconnected, dynamically changing all times. So we need patience to continue this endless process.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And in this traditional greeting, you have at least three attributes. The first one, of course, is as-salam, which goes back to shalom. And so it's the identity of peace as a divine identity. And then you have ar-Rahman, which is mercy, the merciful. He is the merciful. Actually, from this root, there are two attributes according to the traditional Islamic 99 names, which is Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. It's the merciful above immanence and the mercy in immanence.
Salam is mean peace, and peace around us. You have a wonderful voice.
Thank you.
And this has come from inner peace. How music can make peace for people?
Music helps us to connect with our innermost selves. It takes away the walls, it brings down the walls that are often used within our hearts to isolate ourselves from the other. It takes away the barriers of our minds, our anxieties, and kind of the constructs and the emotions of the day, and it liberates us to feel. And it liberates us to be in the moment, embodied in the present of your own voice or the voice of someone else.
How we can use it? More music. Like war it's make a noisy voices.
Yes.
Music it's make people calm.
Yeah.
But why it's easy to make war and noisy of war, but it's hard to make a music?
Because we're accustomed to the chaos.
Are we?
Our inside.
Are we?
When we are in this disturbed and disruptive space that we live in right now, it's very easy to emulate that. But the moment that we start actually listening inside, right, like to the deepest of ourselves, that we come back to ourselves, right? Like I think when we live in this world, often we disconnect ourselves from reality, and we become so distant from the things that calm us and the things that bring us peace. So music helps us to go back, to go back to the root, to go back to the core, to go back to our foundation. And that's why, it's something.
That's the way.
Yeah.
So music is the way.
Yeah, we can use it to create the moments that allow us to bring love into existence. That's
Music is the
transforming.
answer. Music is the love.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
This is an example this morning where we give God a space in all different religions, different people from all over the world try to get together, try to understand each other. And we here are looking for pathways for peace at the web. And that's why God is present with us here today.
And of all people, may God bless all of humanity. We're all God's children. From every walk of life, every language, every color, every creed, every background. We need a time that next year we can stand here and say, there's no wars this year. There's no hunger this year. There's prosperity for all. Everyone has a home. There's no illness because we use our resources to protect and sustain and give good to the world for the peace of all humanity. Shalom.
to come together to work for fairness and equality through a spirit of love. Hello.
You look wonderful today.
Thank you very much.
Angela, we are here talking about peace.
Yes.
What is peace?
Peace is the ability for human beings to live next to each other, to fellowship with each other, and to do so seeing the other person's humanity and not striving against one another.
Many people, when they live in a war zones, they struggle a lot. They cannot understand what is peace. So how we can find a peace even within a war zone places?
It's sad when people do have to live under conditions of war.
Yeah.
Because it tends to dehumanize individuals. It tends to displace them and pit them against each other. And so one thing that I think is so important is that we don't ever forget the spirit of the human being and the human essence. And to be able to say, I see you, and I hope that you see me. And that all of the politics are just pushed to the side so that we can connect with one another. And the other thing I would say for those that are living in conflict zones, that they must keep hope alive and know that one day it will get better.
It will get better.
Yes.
So peace starts from inside.
Yes.
And we have inner peace, we can have a peace around the world.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Spiritual liberation must not be an escape from the world. In fact, our spiritual liberation should be grounded in a very deep engagement with the world. And that is represented in the Islamic principle that justice is love embodied.
Tariq, peace is come from salam.
Yeah.
And salam, it's mean, when I came, I say I'm not fighting. So how we can introduce people to inner peace, and we live in a conflict zone. How we can make peace coming to the people? How we can share peace?
I think it's important to acknowledge that we are living in times that there is conflict, there is war, and there's two ways we can engage in it. We can say that we want peace and we focus on our inner peace and we pray and we meditate. We go to the mosque or the church or the synagogue or the temple and spend time cultivating inner peace and say that we have found salam within us. But then there is no spiritual liberation without political liberation. There's no spiritual liberation without community liberation. And the true peace, I think, can only really come when, yes, there's an inner peace, but from that inner peace, we're working towards community liberation, towards political liberation, that we find that there is no peace within us unless there's peace without us. And that comes from an understanding that I'm more than just my body, I'm just more than myself. I am part of the earth, I'm part of the world, I'm part of my community, I'm part of you. And if you're ultimately not peaceful, in a state of peace, there's a part of me that can never also be in that state of peace.
We have to take the word to become an action. And when we say not just Salaam Alaikum, it's just a word, it's a meaning of deep, deep meaning. And the peace is a long process.
And it's a state that we need to be acting from and living in.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Salam. الشمعة هي رمز الأمان والتسامح لتحرق كل الكراهية والعنف في هذا المجتمع. أضيء أنا أيضا شمعة مع كل من أضاءوا الشموع. نقل السلام، نقل المحبة، نقل التسامح. أضيء شمعة لمن رحلوا عنا، أضيء شمعة للجميع لي ولكم، شمعتين في الذكرى والسلام والأمان.